Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Why I'm not doing my intro is because we're starting a new series. As you can tell by the title, this is the first episode, and the series is gonna be called Bakugan Storytime. Yay! If you don't know what Bakugan is, it's one of my favorite games to play. It's where you have these balls, like you have these toys, and you roll them onto octagons. They transform. It's like a card game and a game, and a video game and a anime. So yeah, even adults love it. Me and Damer Gamer love it. My little brother loves it. So I'm just making this series not because anyone told me to, just because I want to share some stories. And there's going to be episodes and seasons of this. Each 20 episodes starts a new season. So yeah, the first episode is starting in today's video, and the episode is episode 1, season 1, and the episode is called, as you can tell by the title, it's called Bakugan. Just Bakugan. Yes, just Bakugan. It's weird, but it's literally just called Bakugan. So we're going to start his episode right now. Okay, so here's a story time. Here's a story time about Bakugan. So it's called Bakugan. So if you don't know what Bakugan is, basically what Bakugan is, it's a game where you get these toys. There's different types of them, and each type has different colors. Like there's a golden color, there's a clear color, which is a diamond Bakugan, there's red, there's green, there's purple and black, there's purple and green. So yeah, so it comes with a Bakugan if you just get a regular one, and it comes with 2 octagons that has either a blue shield on it, a helix, which is like a spring looking thing, or a red fist with fire behind it, or a green fist. So yeah, so it comes with 2 of one of those with the Bakugan, and it comes with 2 cards, or maybe 1 card. So if it comes with 2 cards, it'll come with a regular Bakugan card, which is, it shows the Bakugan's picture, it says its name, it says the Bakugan's name at the top left, and at the top right it'll show the Bakugan cores, which is the octagons with the pictures on them, and it'll show which ones you have to put, which ones it comes with. So yeah, and then it'll show a B, and it'll show a number, and then over on the right side of that B and the number, there will be a symbol, and it'll have like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like one of those numbers, and that's the attack power. So you have to have 3 Bakugan to do a regular battle, and if you're doing a regular battle, you don't need the second card that it comes with the second card as a special card for the card game. So you don't need it, but you could play it with the card game. So yeah, then your opponent has to have 3 Bakugan too, and you have to have 2 of each one of the Bakugan's Baku cores, and it will tell you which ones go to each Bakugan because, well, it shows it in the top right corner. So yeah, and then what you do is your opponent does the same thing, and by the time you're done, you should have 6 Baku cores, and your opponent should have 6 Baku cores. So then what you do with them is you put the Baku cores in the middle into a shape where there should be 12 Bakugan cores, because 6 plus 6 is 12, as you guys should know if you guys aren't like 4 or something, which is fine if you guys are, but I'm just teaching you some quick maths. So yeah, and then what you do next is you and your opponent has to place all the Baku cores, and they all the Baku cores have to be together. Like, you put one Baku core and you have to put another Baku core right next to it and keep connecting them together. It won't connect, but you'll have to basically connect it. So after you do that, you and your opponent have to roll your Bakugan, and if your Bakugan is in ball form, you have to roll it. And after you roll your Bakugan, and your opponent does it too, you have to roll it at one of the Bakugan cores. So if your Bakugan opens and connects to one of the Baku cores, which means, well, it's magnetic to all the Bakugan cores. All the Bakugan are kinetic to the Bakugan cores. So that means that it will transform and it'll stick to the Bakugan core. And if your opponent doesn't transform and is still in ball form, you win automatically. But if none of your Bakugans transform, then you have to retry. And if both of your Bakugan open, yours and your opponent's, then you have to look at the Baku cores you got. So it'll show like minus B power, and they'll have like plus B power, which whoever has the highest B power wins. And if you have a lower B power, then you lose. And if you have the same B power as your opponent, whoever has the higher attack power wins. But if you have the same attack power, then you have to retry. And if you get a trap Baku core, which subtracts your B power, it'll show like minus 300 or something. And some Bakugan have 200 B power, some have 300, I feel like some have 100, some have 500, 400, 600, 700, 800, and 900. So yeah. And that's basically how you play it. It's not that complicated. I don't know why you use those chug splashes. It's not that complicated. It's not that easy either. The card game is the hard one. How did all my shots miss and I was aiming at him? That was bad. So that's how. So once I was playing Bakugan, of course all of these are made up, except I'll tell you if some of these are not made up. Some of them are made up just for entertainment purposes. So this one's made up. Once upon a time, there's this kid and another kid who is playing Bakugan. He only had 3 Bakugan, so it was good. It was good that he had 3 Bakugan because you can only use 3 Bakugan during one normal Bakugan battle. So he had his 3 Bakugan, and it was a lion Bakugan, it was a dragon Bakugan, and it was a tortoise Bakugan, which the tortoise has a strong defense power, which is pretty good, but its attack power is really low, so it has a really high B power, but not a high attack power. So his opponent had he had a lot of Bakugan. So he was using his 3 diamond Bakugan, which were really strong. It was one of the Kraken Bakugan. I remember a Kraken Bakugan. Its name is like, I forgot, but it's a Kraken Bakugan, and he had a diamond Garganoid, which is like a really good dragon Bakugan. And then his last Bakugan that he was using was a Bakugan that is a 3-headed dog. So he was using that Bakugan, and all of them were diamond Bakugan. So he could win, but the kid, he was kind of new to Bakugan. So the kid knew that he would probably win because he was really determined, and he was really excited to do his first match of Bakugan. And here's a reminder: it was at school, and he was facing a school bully. So the school bully was saying, "Yeah, you're gonna lose. You're bad at school. You're bad at being a nerd." And he was a nerd. I don't know how that was an insult, but it was supposed to mean he's a nerd, but he's bad at being a nerd. So, and then he was just saying a lot of insults, but the kid didn't listen at all. So that's probably why he was even more determined and feeling like he was gonna win. So they rolled their Bakugan. And the kid wasn't that lucky. He was using his Bakugan that was a Pegatrix, which is like a unicorn Bakugan. And it only had 200 B power, but a pretty high attack power, which was 5. So he was using Pegatrix, and he got a Bakucore that was plus 500 B power, which was awesome. How do I keep missing those shots? So he got plus 500 B power, and his opponent was using a diamond Bakugan, and it was the 3-headed dog. And it had 300 B power, which was really good, but bad for the kid. And then the kid started getting pretty scared whenever he glanced over the bully's card to just to see the B power. And then the bully got minus 300 B power, which was 200. So the kid won the first round, which is pretty lucky. And then what his opponent had to do was close his Bakugan back into the ball, and then the kid had to keep his Bakugan in the transformed form and put it back onto the card, because he knows that he won and he doesn't need to use it because he already used it. But he could use it if his opponent has one more Bakugan and is defeating him. Is literally grinding and defeating the kid. So that's why it's opened. Then he used, the next time the kid was using his lion Bakugan, which is called Hydrus, and it was a red Hydrus, which is kind of good because red Bakugan have higher attack power, which is really good. And he knew that, so that's why he got it at the store. And then his opponent was using the Kraken Bakugan. The Diamond Kraken Bakugan. And the red Bakugan that the kid has, that Bakugan has 200 B power because it was a basic Bakugan, not an ultra. And its attack power was 4. And the Kraken's B power was still 500, which is lucky for the really lucky for the bully, but not that lucky for the kid. So the kid, he rolled the Bakugan, so did his opponent. And the kid was saying in his head, man, this is the first time I ever played Bakugan. I can't lose, and I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me. So the kid just felt disappointed in himself somehow, which is really bad. And the bully just looked at the kid and smiled and chuckled a little bit. And in the bully's head, he was saying, haha, I know what's going on in his brain. And I knew it would do this if I would just put a lot of pressure on him by bringing my Diamond Bakugan. So the bully felt like he was gonna win, and the kid felt disappointed. And then the kid rolled the ball. He rolled the Bakugan. It didn't open. His opponent did open. So now it was a tie. They both had 2 more Bakugan. Well, 1 more Bakugan. So whoever won this wins it all. Black Widow. Ooh. So, yeah. The kid felt like a lot of the pressure was going away, and then the bully was saying in his head, where'd the worried look on his face go? And then the kid smiled, and then he rolled his Bakugan with pride and So did his opponent didn't roll it with pride, but he just rolled the Bakugan. And then the Bakugan did, it was his dragon Bakugan. And the Bakugan got a Bakucore, and then like transformed, and then blocked his opponent's way from opening and going over a Bakucore. So it knocked the ball right into the bully's face. And then the kid was laughing, and he got his Bakugan and he packed up all of his stuff and ran before the bully would recover and beat him up. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode, and stay tuned for episode 2. Goodbye.